Hello, my name is Bailey Averett, and today I'll be presenting on dyslexia and teacher leaders. First, we're going to talk about dyslexia. Dyslexia is a learning disorder that involves difficulty reading due to problems identifying speech sounds and learning how they relate to letters and words, which is known as decoding. This is also called reading disability, and dyslexia affects areas of the brain that process language. In a dyslexia program, students who are served are those who have been identified as having dyslexia. They are often identified when they have difficulty reading fluently, and also this dyslexia disability can affect other subjects besides reading. Students may qualify for these programs if they have been evaluated by a professional and have been shown to have dyslexia. What can this program provide? In this program, students may have help learning spelling patterns and rules. They can also be given multi-sensory instruction to learn phonics. They will be given explicit practice with controlled texts. They can also be provided resources such as tracking aids and audiobooks. And then specialists will also help them practice visualization while reading. What staff is involved? According to the TEA, the school provides the appropriate staff. These staff members are normally reading specialists, dyslexia specialists, general education teachers, and as always, the administration. Interventions and strategies. For interventions and strategies to use in the classroom, dyslexic students normally have additional reading assistance. They can also be provided items such as colored overlays, tracking devices, and audiobooks to help their comprehension and reading fluency. And they can also use different reading strategies such as choral reading, echo reading, and partner reading. To monitor and evaluate these programs, students are monitored using their own work to show progress. It is very important that this is done frequently and done using valid work sources. If it is done infrequently, teachers and specialists may not realize when intervention or stronger intervention is needed. And if valid work sources aren't being used, then there's really no reason to monitor at all. It is also important that observations are done to also monitor the student's progress. Common mistakes made in dyslexia programs or with dyslexic students are that many students go undiagnosed. To remedy this, I believe it's very important to train staff to notice the issues that possible dyslexic students may have so that they can better identify these students and recommend them to be evaluated. Another issue is with chunking words and sounds, especially at lower grade levels. To remedy this, it's very important that teachers realize that breaking down words into pieces can be very, very beneficial for not only dyslexic students, but any students struggling with reading. Secondly, we're going to be discussing teacher leadership. The term teacher leadership refers to that set of skills demonstrated by teachers who continue to teach students but also have an influence that extends beyond their own classrooms to others within their own school and elsewhere. Who is served? With teacher leadership, the entire school and district can benefit from strong teacher leaders. These people go above and beyond, not just in their classrooms, but outside of their classrooms to help not only the school achieve higher scores, but to improve morale and to make the school an overall better place for students to be. What can a program like this provide? First of all, it can provide a voice to teachers. Oftentimes, teachers feel like there is two sides, the administration and the teachers. Teacher leadership can form a bridge between this gap. Secondly, teacher leaders can also influence curriculum. They can host professional development sessions that they see that their teachers might need. They can offer mentoring. They can assist in helping with achievement gains, and they can improve the overall morale of the school and the teachers. So any staff can be involved with this, but it is important that they have a desire to improve the school leadership or good leadership abilities in general, and strong communication skills. When monitoring teacher leadership, this is very important for the administration to do to make sure that their teacher leaders are effective. Secondly, it's kind of a self-monitored program. If the teacher leaders in the administration feel like they are not making enough progress, then they need to self-adjust. And lastly, progress must be noted. One cannot simply say they are making changes or improvements, they have to show that. Common mistakes with teacher leadership. First of all, one of the biggest mistakes that some teacher leaders make is that they focus only on student outcomes. However, to remedy this, they must realize that the school is much more than scores. Students are much more than scores. If overall achievement is the only driving force behind teacher leaders, then an overall impact will not be made on the school as a whole. Secondly, they must learn that busy doesn't equal productive. A lot of teacher leaders or leaders in general can fall back on the idea that if they're busy, then they're getting things done. However, to remedy this, they should realize that each action they perform should have a purpose to yield a result. Every action may not yield a result like the teacher leaders may hope for, but every action should be done in hopes of producing a result. These are my references, and thank you so much for watching my video.